tough afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think to end up losing the game's frustrating after we got ourselves back into it and looked like the team that was trying to go and win it. Obviously, they've been in poor form, so you thought that little bit of nervousness would have come in with them as well. But they've done us on the counter attack and got the goal.
The nature of the first goal will have disappointed you and your coaching staff, I'm sure, because clearly it was a training ground corner and Taylor O'Kane's been left on his own. Yeah,
that shouldn't happen. We know we work on it and everyone goes through it like every club does, and someone should never be free like that. And obviously, we look at it again. But yeah, it's a poor way to start the game, and I think it just added to the start we had. I think there was nervousness and there was a little bit of fatigue in there as well from off the back of Tuesday night, and it took us a while to get really into our stride and get going.
It just sort of kind of set the tone for the first half, didn't it? Particularly midfield, where their three in midfield, I thought, bossed it really.
Bossed it, I don't know about that, but they were probably better than us first half. But they were trying to press us and get after us, and then we realised where the space was down the side, and we got in, and we had a couple of very good chances ourselves. So listen, the players are tired after the other night, and what you can't do when you can't change it, it makes it hard. But the response second half was brilliant, and as I said, the space was behind them, and we played the right pass, and Cards did a brilliant finish.
Yeah, I was going to say that the space was in behind. Harry Cardboard times his run well, and a nice calm finish as well, which he's been doing this season for you.
Yeah, he has, and he hadn't got one for a few games, so it's nice for him to get that. And as you say, great finish, and looked like we wanted to go on and win it, and the chances were starting to come our way. And we had them camped in their box a little bit, and we always knew they had a threat on the counter, but it was just one ball that we feel we turned the ball over cheap, and that's cost us.
They've done that a lot this afternoon when they defended deep, but they did hit you quickly on the break, and you cough up possession. A couple of passes later, the ball's in the back of the net, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, you can see that where they put players in areas that they're ready to counter. It was up to us to you counter that by looking after the ball so they don't get the chance to, and then your positioning, when you're out of possession, has got to be a little bit better. But yeah, listen, it's one of them that they're fighting for every point they can get, and all credits from their good side. There's plenty worse teams than them in the league because they've got some very good footballers.
We know how difficult it is for you, but it doesn't help, does it? When maybe you want to change it towards the end, it's hot conditions again, as you say, game on Tuesday night. You want to turn around, you want to change it, but the cupboard's bare, really. Yeah, listen, that's where it was. Harry Taylor was due back from suspension, but had food poisoning. So he was ill, and ordinarily we wouldn't even put him on the bench, and we thought as an emergency, let's just put him on. Wes pulled out of training yesterday with a tight quad, but he felt okay to play the game. And there's one or two, they're all like carrying, and you can see the bodies, they're knackered, they're shattered, and we've got no help on that. So that's disappointing, but I can't give all credit to them. They kept going and kept pushing and pushing, so their fitness levels are brilliant, you know what I mean? But sometimes you get the mental fatigue of stuff, which they went deep on Tuesday night, and they had to go again today. And every club in the league can change things, we can't. Even then, you've had a couple of late chances as well. Just sort of sheer willpower, really, as you say, from the players to keep going. Yeah, absolutely, and that's brilliant from them. And if we'd got a point today, it would have been absolutely unbelievable for everything that's gone on this week. And the chances at the end, you just want one to drop or a ricochet to go in, and it nearly happened. So, listen, disappointed not to get something from it. So I'm guessing just finally the last thing you really need now is a game on Tuesday, isn't it? Oh yeah, well listen, we'll get a team. We've Gussie's back from suspension. Harry Taylor, hopefully he's got over his bout of food poisoning. Nathan Ralph may be a touch closer, but we've got some bodies in there that are aching, and we need to patch them up and get a team out, and we'll go again.